I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
All right.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that?
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed. What? My back! I knew I should have trained harder.
We were just about to ask you the same thing! We didn't expect to run into you in the... What? There's nothing wrong about Paimon's kale juice? Wait, isn't that your favorite drink, Traveler? Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Full throttle! Ka-
You're here, Eon-san. And you must be the traveler in Paimon. I've heard a lot about you. I'm sure...
Cold. So cold. Duarte, are you there? I'm drowning, and there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to...
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me, too.
But we haven't been...
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, they're mental. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
The soy thought? What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True, it poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge is long gone.
can purify abyssal power. Might as well give it a try. It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? You don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
What is it, Aeon-san?
But,
Are you sure about this?
rev the engines!
So dark, so cold. I want to go home.
Huh?
Light underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it. No, please. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Full throttle! Hip.
My friend. Is he any better? Duarte? Oh yeah, I remember. Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end. Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but...
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood... No problem.
Try and stop me!
Duarte? How did you get here? Are you here to save me?
It's working!
You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later, and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but I'm so glad you found me. Once we're out of here, let's split a huge portion of blazed meat stew, just like old times. I owe you. We're almost at the surface. People tried to tell me you were dead, you know. As if I'd let that happen. I promised to protect you. There's no way. No way. No. Wait. I failed. Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
He's Kaylee. What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss, and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me. How did I get here? You went through all that for me? Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's no use. It'll just come back. Nothing can stop it. It will devour everyone. One day, we'll all be reunited in the pit of its stomach.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense.
Ion-san, I heard you cured a Toko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need extra hands, I can... I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ion-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle? Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle? When Kochita was little, Her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. Conchita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters.
But isn't Conchita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. And the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. She became a completely different person after that. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it's...
How can we help her?
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon?
Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family? If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something, but it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali.
Conchita.
Fight it. One more time.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone.
There's no turning back. I have to face it, even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were invincible. They were always so strong and gentle. They seemed like the most powerful people in the world. But I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down, no matter what.
Stay away from my brother!
spirits high, the birds call into the wind.
I can do this. I have to do this. Go away! Where are the rest? Where are they hiding? That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes. No. Wait. What am I saying? Abyss monsters are not actually that scary. I've defeated them before.
She's back to normal!
Kuchita!
What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together.
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and Ian-san.
I see. I was wondering why the Traveler was chosen to accompany the Pyro Archon in the final battle. But I guess she really can do the impossible. All those rumors of
Kuchita is getting better, too! Koichi, give me a hand for a sec.
Yeah! Honestly, Paimon was at a complete loss when she saw so many sick. We only found a solution this time because you kept her cool and took control. Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything? almost encouraged to start drinking? You're amazing, Eon-san. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe...
Eon-san! Bad news! Okoland is out of control!
How's Okotland doing?
What are you doing, Okoland? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Fight until the very end.
Careful! He's not himself!
Okotland!
Abyss monsters? Hey, it's okay! We're not the bad guys!
Come on! Give me your worst!
Full throttle! Pyroclastic surge!
Wretched Abyss! Get out of my tribe! Mom, Dad, are gone. This is my final battle!
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters! Give me my family back!
Look, Okoland! That's your father!
Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Are you alright, sir?
I'm fine. Please, don't hurt my son. He's just trying to protect his home.
But what should we do now? He's different from the other two. It's like he can't hear us at all. He keeps calling us monsters. We're basically enemies to him now.
Oh, God.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. "500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Huh? That voice, it's...
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations and maintain the capacity to perceive the outside world. In such cases, however, there are also those who are so far gone, entrenched in hallucinations so deep, that medical intervention is the only option. That's why we developed the Drought of Lucidity.
The draft of lucid.
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. This man is a devoted warrior, one not easily swayed from battle. That is precisely why it's so difficult to pull him out of this hallucination. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up an ambush! Give me your worst! It's either your end or mine!
Hurry! He's awake!
Please, give him the draft. My son thinks he's alone in this world. In his mind, all his family and comrades are gone, and only enemies remain.
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? What? My head hurts.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
Think nothing of it. I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but I never forgot this land. Even now, my work in Natlan remains unfinished. It may seem difficult to understand, but the reason is really quite simple. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history.
Like with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people, even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just need to win. That must be why I've returned. For this moment. Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? Paimon's starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace, and that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. And even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone, it looks like that death is still set in stone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to show you exactly what I mean. The ruler of death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable. So, before the final moment truly arrives, we...
Oh, did something happen?
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay, so let us end our conversation for now. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
So in the end, the captain still hasn't told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the Night! They just seem so tired, you know? Since they both...
Try and stop me!
Sure took your sweet time! Wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll... Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo! Everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you! Ooh, you brought Source crackers too? Score!
Just in time, Traveler. It's so stifling in here. I was just about to go outside to get some air.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway, how was the trip here?
To be honest, I also didn't expect this many people to show up. A third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. That will help the formation of your ancient name. Oh, you brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Yeah, let me take a look. Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Chaska showing up late for something? That's a first.
I had to follow a group of monsters further than expected. When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. Everyone's here, so let's get started. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle and share your stories about the Traveler. Your words will be recorded and become a part of the Traveler's ancient name. Any, questions?
Nope.
All right, then, to start things off...
Hold on. Remember what we discussed?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Traveler, Paimon, you, can't be here for this part.
Huh? But why? We want to hear what everyone has to say.
I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's best if the subject in question is... It's much more difficult to express those feelings to someone's face. People get shy in those situations. It's just how it is.
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have enough more to pay for her meal, but she's too embarrassed to tell the Traveler, so she has to make up some excuse. So basically...
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't take long.
Everything Shilonen said made sense, but did you see Sweet Lolly's reaction back there? She was definitely the one who decided we should leave. But staying out here is just making Paimon even more curious about what everyone's gonna say. Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. Ooh, that's so exciting! Feels like we've been in Natland for quite a while already, doesn't it? You're right! If only Paimon could say a few things about you in there.
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing. You've been by the Traveler's side the longest, Paimon. We need to hear what you have to say.
But Paimon's not from Natland.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a Traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. You're the perfect person to finish the story. Sorry, Traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. It should be quick. Paimon gave us a lot, whew, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Night managed to get all of it.
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you...
Nhất từng liên tục tán tỉnh và gạ gẫm Missy khi cô được mời đóng MV, nhưng may mắn cô là bé biên nên thoát được kiếp nạn. Tí thì trở thành một trong mẹ đơn ưa thích của Jack. Lé viên tới nó vô chồng rồi vẫn hốt như thường. Vấn đề thằng đóm chúa này không đủ trình đưa lé viên vô chồng thôi. Chỉ toàn canh me hút được mấy con phân đàn. Con bé Thiên An là thành công nhất. Trong sự nghiệp gạ của nó thôi, nếu nói về toàn diện. Máy câu Bến Tre gặp bé Liên tắc điện. Bảo sao những MV sau thấy ít nữ chính đóng. Hồi đó Di cũng muốn dí Missy mà may bà né kích chứ không vài khi bây giờ có chị Trần Phương Thi luôn quá. Apple và Google đã gỡ bỏ TikTok khỏi kho ứng dụng của họ. Ba que không còn lên TikTok để đâm chọt rồi. Việt Nam mà không có top, em không thích gì ngoài những nghịch nước như em bấm lưu để xem đi xem lại hàng ngày.
Adventuring is right up my alley.
Việt Nam khóa nốt đi, up video mãi không thành idol. Nhiều người xin hiến tế vị tinh tú để đổi lấy TikTok. Ngẫm cũng mong TikTok bị cấm ở Việt Nam, nhưng cấm rồi thì rác thải biết tập kết ở đâu chứ. Nói là làm, vừa nhậm chức Donald Trump đã ký sắc lệnh hành pháp trì hoãn lệnh cấm TikTok ít nhất 75 ngày. Trump cứu được TikTok nhưng không thể nào ngăn được Jack bỏ con. Top cơ mẽo, làm mấy hôm nay tao học ní hảo muốn trẹo mỏ. Nhờ ngài ban hành sắc lệnh đứa nào đăng TikTok review phim ra phần 1 lại thiếu phần 2, 3 thì deal cao nó đi cái. Ông Trump đang coi review phim chưa ra phần 2 mà cấm. Khả năng ông sẽ làm vlog một ngày làm tổng thống rồi up lên TikTok. Joe Biden cấm TikTok tại Mỹ, cho phép người chuyển giới phục vụ quân đội, đảm bảo đến năm 2030 một nửa xe tại Mỹ là xe điện, gia nhập WHO. Donald Trump mở lại TikTok tại Mỹ, chỉ công nhận giới tính nam nữ, hủy sắc lệnh xe điện, rút khỏi WHO, ký lệnh hủy bỏ 78 chính sách của ông Biden. Này mà ở Nga, Chung, Việt thì dân chủ cuội nó tế cho hết đời. Nhiệm kỳ sau Biden lên ổng làm lại. Xong bây giờ ông Biden tái đắc cử lại ký sắc lệnh hủy bỏ hết chính sách của Trump, như hai đứa trẻ con ganh nhau từng tí một. Cả nhiệm kỳ bị ông Trump hủy trong tích tắc, tổ chức có nhiệm vụ cao cả, đặt tên cho bệnh là Covid-19, hết. 3 ngày trước, Biden quyết định loại Cuba ra khỏi danh sách quốc gia tài trợ khủng bố. 3 ngày sau, Trump nhậm chức lập tức thu hồi quyết định này. Xin hãy tha cho người anh em Cuba, chúng tôi xin hiến dâng vì tinh tú uốn lượn giữa đêm thanh tịnh. Ủng hộ ông, tiêu diệt hết tất cả lũ đom đóm để đất nước Việt Nam không còn bị ô uế. Xoài non chính thức công khai yêu Gile khi đăng chuỗi ảnh với caption Love this journey with him, yêu lắm hành trình này bên anh. Dân anh chị, lúc chị, chay mặn đều dùng được. 2025 Gile lấy chồng còn rách lấy xoài non. Người mà em luôn yêu thương, người cho em bao giấc mơ, những giấc mơ của hai người đàn bà, mặt trái của sự thật HKT. Nào Gile hẹn hò với Gemesis thì mới bất ngờ. Toại và Gil trăm năm hạnh phúc, sớm sinh quý tử. Dự là sau khi về một nhà chắc là nhà vui vẻ náo nhiệt lắm, hai đứa mà tận 4 cái mồm. Quá đáng thực sự, đội tuyển futsal nữ Việt Nam thắng đậm 21-0 trước Macau, Trung Quốc 20 phút đầu tiên đã ghi 14 bàn. Macau người ta giỏi chơi đánh bài thôi, thể thao thì thua nhưng đánh bài chắc chị em Việt Nam thua tục quần Á. Với tỷ số này, người ta không nói về đẳng cấp nữa, mà nói về tình người. Quảng Ninh, sống thực tế, một công ty đã thưởng cho mỗi công nhân một con cá song hơn 4 kg về ăn Tết. Và khi về nhà, trong lúc mọi người làm con cá đến đoạn mổ bụng thì thấy bên trong có một chỉ vàng kèm lời chúc của công ty, đấy là mình bịa ra cho hấp dẫn thôi. Tao tưởng Tết chỉ đại khai sát gà thôi chứ. Gang thép sao không thưởng mỗi người một bó thép nhỉ? Nhả vía công ty thưởng 1,4 triệu vui quá, hôm qua làm tóc hết 2,2 triệu. Nhả vía công ty thưởng Tết thùng Pepsi. Nhả vía công ty thưởng Tết thùng Pepsi. Nhả vía 23 Tết chưa có lương, không thưởng Tết cho tất cả mọi người. Vợ được thưởng 6 tháng lương, chồng được thưởng 1 tháng.